What's going on, folks? You're here chilling with the real satoshiaoki for the CRO Show episode 13. I think I managed to fix the technical issue with my audio. The audio still is probably going to sound a bit more echoey compared to how it usually is because I'm still not completely set up in my final office. But if there's anyone watching the stream here and are able to just give me a little bit of feedback to just let me know if they can actually hear me okay on the audio, that would be much appreciated. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I think I fixed the technical issue for today's episode. Got a few things to cover, but maybe I'll just give it a moment to see if someone can give me some feedback about the audio in the chat. I'm just going to type at the moment in the chat here, guys. I think I can hear it. I tested it just before on like a private retest. Zarino, cheers, man. Yeah, the audio is a bit sketchy. It's a bit echoey, and I'm like in a shop front at the moment, basically. So there's like a garage. I can't really turn the laptop screen, but to my left, there's like a garage roller door that's virtually open. We still got to like basically soundproof that with like a glass wall or something to keep a bit of the noise out. But yeah, it's like next to a bit of a main road, so there's a lot of cars coming through. Yeah, appreciate the feedback, Zarino. Big shout out to you, Zarino, one of the OG moderators in this legendary stream. And Jürgen van der Gunst. Hope I pronounced that a little bit better this week, mate. Yeah, thanks for letting me know as well, buddy, on the feedback. Yeah, so I'm thinking of getting like I'm trying to work out the best solution to set up a little bit of like a mini soundproof office. So yeah, I'm definitely aware that the audio could be a lot better. So I think it should be good enough that you guys can hear what's going on. But yeah, definitely need to improve it a little bit. So no, thanks for letting me know about that. So I've just seen this one come out, the main City Playbook. I think it came out on the 7th, I think. There's a tweet about it here, isn't there? Yeah, July 7th, so about 3 days ago, this one came out. So I wasn't actually expecting anything like this, and I think it's really good that they've done this. I haven't actually gone through and had a look at all. Just popped up as I was doing a little bit of research about some things we could chat about in today's stream, and I thought this would be a pretty good one to kind of look through. So seems like a good way to get fairly organised and to give people a chance to understand what they're doing before they actually jump into the game, which I think is great. I think somewhere where a lot of games or good games lack is that they don't have great tutorials, so players are left a little bit stuck and the start is a little bit slow. And I think definitely with a game in the play to earn economy ecosystem should definitely have a playbook like this. So kudos to the developers and the team for setting this up. We'll also just be taking a bit of a look at the broader market, CRO, a bit of lightweight news as well on CRO, and maybe some stuff on the broader markets too. Okay. Alrighty, so let's jump into the price of BTC just to start in the broader market. So as I kind of mentioned before, but you guys couldn't hear me because of my horrible audio, price of BTC sitting still above 30,000, even though it feels like we've been in consolidation for about a week at least, doesn't it? You see, for the last 7 days, down 1.2 for BTC, which is pretty good. You're probably going to take that as a win. Now, of course, if BTC spends a long time above 30,000, it becomes more likely that we may turn that into a stronger level of support, which of course is going to have that rollover effect onto Ethereum and the rest of the altcoins as well. Ethereum also performing really well, down 2.9% for the last 7 days, but still wasn't able to break that 2,000. All right, so I kind of view the $2,000 Ethereum price target, I guess kind of similar to the BTC price target of 30,000, which it actually broke through, okay, already. If Ethereum can kind of break through 2,000, maybe hit that, break that psychological level of resistance, that again is going to be another big factor in why the alts might start to form a bit more recovery. Okay, I guess some altcoins have been performing a little better in like the last few days, but I think generally speaking over the last 2 weeks, altcoins took an absolute hammering, didn't they? Some of our favorite cryptocurrencies within that top 100. But yeah, folks, if you're in the chat today and yeah, you're enjoying the stream, or you want to ask any questions or anything like that about the markets or CRO, then let me know in the chat. If you enjoy the stream at any point, don't forget to smash that like button, guys, so I can get the stream going out to a few more people. It's bloody hot where it is at the moment, so normally I'd have the big fan running. I don't have an aircon in this room, but you know, I think it's, yeah, about 25 degrees at the moment, and it's 6 a.m. where I am, but I was kind of ready to stream at about 5:15. So yeah, what other coins are we looking at in the sort of top 100 region? Meme coin Doge down 3.5. Solana has had a really nice run over the last 7 days, and good to see. You know, I've got some Solana NFTs myself and a little bag of Solana, not too much, but you know, despite its pros and cons, I am a fan of Solana. Litecoin took a bit of a walloping, didn't it? Down 14.5 for the last week here. 2.7 for Tron up, Polygon up 2.5. I feel like Shiba Inu is kind of like a stable coin. I had a bit more Shiba Inu, but I actually sold out of that position quite recently. Put a bit more into Pepe. That's up 0.5. Again, not to elaborate too much on the meme coins, but it's my personal opinion that, you know, based on recent market volume, I guess maybe over the last couple of months, when we compare Pepe statistically to SHIB and Doge, Pepe, it just always does a lot more volume. It's a much lower market cap, and I just think if we're to hit a BTC 40k plus and Ethereum 2 to 4k plus, then, you know, Pepe is going to run. It will continue to run, and a lot of people may think, well, you know, it's probably just going to crash and burn while other altcoins run or other meme coins run. I think you're definitely mistaken. I mean, it's not financial advice, but I just think it's going to run. Oh, mate. Yeah, I know, the beard is just shocking, isn't it? So, yeah, most of you guys probably don't give a shit, but basically, oh my God, that's what I have to deal with here. There's like a massive beetle just flying around my head as well, because lots of insects and things can get in. But basically what it is with my beard, yeah, so I'm a Thai citizen now. It's horrible, mate. It's somewhat fresh, but no, look, I definitely prefer the bearded look for sure. But basically what it was is, so over here in Thailand, I've been for the last 6 months in the process of obtaining my Thai visa, which has all been more or less good. And so back over here this time, I go into the office to just finalise things. All the DNA testing between me and my mother's been done, and it's all looking schmick, ready to go. But I went in there haggard as all hell. I didn't even have I should have at least had a beard trim and a haircut, and I was planning to, but I wanted to make a bit of a video about it, going in to see like a Thai barber from my other YouTube channel, and I just didn't quite get a moment to do it. So I rocked in there, and the Thai officials in the government office just basically, because Thai men, right, they can't grow beards, right? They just can't. Like, if you're over here in Thailand, or if you've been to Thailand before, you think of when you've ever seen a Thai man with a beard. It doesn't happen. Genetically, it's not possible for a Thai man to grow a beard. So, look, for whatever reason, they weren't comfortable with me having the beard, which is cool, I understand, and they wanted me to get the beard trimmed up on the spot. And so I was with my uncle at the time. Sorry, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. And my uncle took me to the local barber, so we're in like a really remote town here. I mean, it's not really remote, to be fair, but it's fairly rural, you know. It's I'd call it a very small town. It's a very small town in the district of Buriram, which is about 5 hours kind of northeast-ish of Bangkok, okay? And so I went into the barber, and just basically, it was pretty much against my will. I know I had to get it done, to get the photos done, because they got to basically create me an ID card with photos and everything. And yeah, they weren't going to accept the beard, and it was quite long. You know, I was hoping to actually, you know, my goal was to grow it basically as long as I could. It was probably not as long as I've had it before, but it was getting pretty long, and I was enjoying it. But yeah, I had to get the whole thing trimmed off. and a clean shave, I despise a clean shave. It's just horrible. Like, I don't know about you guys, maybe not everyone's the same, but I just think it's such a waste of time. Clean shave, and my skin gets like horrible rashes and patchiness in certain parts, and it's just irritated, and I just don't understand. You know, you can get ingrown hairs as well. I just don't understand the point of it. So I normally just zip it over with the razor. I don't bother with a clean shave. If I am choosing not to have a beard, then that's usually what I do. But yeah, they trimmed me right up. They cut my hair in this way, where normally I would get an aggressive high fade right up the top. But basically, yeah, I'm a conservative Thai man as of right now. I'm not actually hating it as much as I thought that I would in terms of the clean shave and the haircut, but I am planning to get the fade back, and I am planning to regrow the beard. But yeah, it's a bit of a shame because I think I was growing the beard for 6 months plus. So anyway, guys, that's a story about my beard and why I don't have the beard anymore. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. So if we go through, we're not going to have a look at every single coin on CoinGecko, guys. We'll make our way up to CRO. If there's any other ones you want me to have a bit of a look at, then let me know. I'm going to be honest, guys, I'm not really in too many altcoins at the moment. The main altcoins that I'm personally in, not financial advice at all, but it's GALA, it's CRO, Ethereum, of course, Bitcoin, Matic, you know, a little bit of Solana, NFTs in ETH, NFTs in Solana, not a Pepe. I've got quite a big bag of Pepe as well. Let's have a look. What else we got going on in this top 100? Sandbox, I did have a fair bit, but I got out of that position a while ago, down 7.0. Ape, I used to have a bit as well, down 8.6. Yeah. GALA, that's my other baby, 2.8 down. Yeah, so even as you can see, guys, generally, top 100 altcoins are getting more often than not spanked across the last week. Absolutely spank. Oh, you see me, Kronos. You went from a 4 to a 9. Mate, I'm glad you think so, man. Not everyone feels the same. Not everyone feels the same. It's weird, you know. It's weird. Like, for instance, my mum, she doesn't I wouldn't say she pressured me to get the beard trimmed, but she kind of, in a very light and easygoing way, not in a pushy way, you know, definitely wanted me to get it cut. She doesn't like the beard. My wife, Karina, she's the same. She doesn't like the beard at all. She despises the beard, and she's a bit more aggressive about, you know, giving me the hints, basically saying, it's not even hints, like she just genuinely says, I don't like the beard. Why do you choose to cover up your face? But I don't know, like, I feel like, you know, I can grow an okay beard, so why not just grow a bloody beard, isn't it? I don't really think of it any more than that. I just want to have a beard. It's the natural way. Just let it grow. I can't be bothered shaving it. You know, I'm not too, you know, I'm working from home. I'm not going into the office. I don't have to see that many people. Well, apart from people on YouTube, but I feel like for the most part, people enjoy the beard on YouTube, male dominant audience. I feel like most men do appreciate a good beard, right? And if they don't, then I think they're lying. I think it's somewhat genuinely built into our DNA for a man to just appreciate a beard. I know sure as hell I appreciate a good beard on another man, you know. You know, if the beard's really good, I'd check that guy out. I don't have any, you know, homosexual feelings towards men, but I definitely like checking out a good beard, and I may even comment at times, and men have done the same to me as well, even in Thailand. Oh my god, this guy. Oh mate, you're cracking me up. You see me, Kronos. Incredible. No, mate, like, trust me. You see me, Kronos. No, I totally get it, man. Honestly, when this old guy, this Thai guy, the barber, right, I've got a little bit of video content, which I'll upload a video about this on my other channel if you guys are interested. But yeah, I was kind of, you know, when they sit you back, I don't know if you guys all go to the barber or not, but you know, you sit back in the chair, kind of like this, right? And they set it, you sit back like that, and they start trimming you all up and everything, and it's like, oh, here we go. And he finished doing the shave, and then I lifted my head up and I looked in the mirror. I'm like, who in God's name is that? That is horrendous. I was just like, wow, that can't be me. That cannot be me. But every time it shocks me when I go for that clean shave, for sure. Bro, people don't know what aesthetically good looking people look like. If you chucked on a suit now, I could model before you before you looked like you could be in a oh shit, that is hilarious. A crack den. That's fine, mate. No offense taken. I appreciate the honesty, always. Never seen that before. A full different person. Oh jeez. Bull clean, bare beard. Absolutely, Zar. That's a good point. It's a good point. Hopefully, it's one of the fundamental reasons we see a bit of an uptick in the markets. Oh my god. That's very flattering. You see me, Kronos. You're cracking me up, mate. That is, you are cracking me up. Well, it's good to know I'm getting something right. Yeah, funny stuff. So where the hell is Kronos? Injective is another one that I had a bit of as well. Kind of just got consolidated that position. I had a lot more altcoins, but as I was losing gains in them, as I took losses in a lot of these alts, I just kind of consolidated them all, a lot of them into Ethereum and Bitcoin. That's kind of what happened there. I swear I always just go straight past CRO. There it is. Kronos, again, so boring, the price movement, 0.3 down. We need to get back to crypto. My girl's getting worried. You're good. You guys are cracking me up. Alright guys, good old Kronos, CRO, the bad dog. You know, I'm not going to name any names, guys, but there's a few influencers out there who just love to talk about the price of CRO. And, not just CRO, but Pepe is another example. Heavy, in-depth technical analysis. Look, I just think there's certain altcoins that you can almost argue that technical analysis is not entirely applicable to altcoins. And I think one of the main reasons I feel that, not entirely, but I think one of the main reasons is because of the fact that to do TA properly, you really need a long history of price action, at least to do longer term technical analysis. I can't do technical analysis, guys, but I know from my wife, she studied TA for a few years, so she talks to me a lot about it. Foreign exchange trading, forex, and so a lot of these projects, they just come out for a short amount of time, and people are trying to do like longer term technical analysis on it. But I don't know, it's just the markets look. BTC up, altcoin. BTC up significantly, 5 to 10%. You're going to see a movement in the altcoins up. Same thing going the other way. That's what I think. I think it's very, very hard and very risky to try and trade on the short to medium term. So I'm saying this because, like I always say, CRO is just one of those ones where I just buy and hold, stake on DeFi wallet. Maybe I'll stake a bit in some other places as well. I don't know why it's blocking this comment. I'm going to allow it though, don't worry. Just give me a sec, you see me, Kronos. I've got like this automated blocker on there for some reason. I've got to review it, but it looks fine to me. I'll get there in a sec. I'm gonna show that comment. All them pubes were covering your good looks, bros. Oh, mate, you are cracking me up. You are cracking me up. Love it. I love the brutality. I love the honesty. It's good, it's good. Very good. Folks, if you're enjoying the CRO Show, make sure you do smash the like button. If you want to send CRO to the moon, to $1, then make sure you smash that like button. More likely we'll get a $1 CRO if you do smash that like button. Share the stream around, guys. You know, I know I'm running the stream a little bit later today. I've normally got it programmed in for Sundays at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, started just after 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Sorry, I had a motorbike going past. What I would say is that, yeah, 4:30 a.m. just can be, depending on what I'm doing the previous night, it's a little early for me to get up. I'm trying to just get a little bit more sleep there. So I'm thinking about starting it more consistently at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Hope you guys are okay with that. But yeah, as I was saying, guys, Kronos, you know, rank 37, down 0.2 for the last 24 hours, sitting just below 6 cents at 0.056443 cents. Not a hell of a lot going on in terms of the price. There's just not, you know, and I just genuinely don't think we're going to see really much, if any, movement from Kronos at all, unless we really get, you know, BTC, it needs to run like another 5-10%, I reckon, to really even see any kind of significant move, you know, from the altcoins. Like, we need to see BTC confidently hold that 30,000 level for, you know, at least a month. All right, maybe it's been what, like a couple of weeks or more now. It's held 30,000 for a while. What's good to hear and kind of see, and the general consensus is that people are getting kind of bored now. The markets, we're hitting a bit of a boring phase. You know, I think with the Bitcoin markets. With the crypto and Bitcoin markets in general, and I think that's a good thing. You know, I think we haven't had I think there was the refilings, wasn't there, with the various ETFs from BlackRock and a few of the other bigger ETF institutions. There were those refilings. I think they weren't filed properly or something. I didn't actually read any articles. I just heard that, I think, from Altcoin Daily News. But honestly, like, I'm kind of thinking, like, okay, let's focus on, you know, where do we see a CRO price target? For example, let's try and get above 6 or 7 cents CRO for like 2 to 3 weeks before we kind of see the next movement to the upside for CRO, you know, and more focused on what BTC and Ethereum are doing. Okay, I think much more, because that's going to incentivize CRO to push and hold, hopefully what will be higher highs, heading back towards that all-time high of $1. So as I said, BTC hasn't done a lot in the last 7 days. It needs to get up above 32 and a half, 35,000, hold that, and allow that price action. I think probably, it can be argued, but I think probably the next psychological resistance for BTC is around 35,000. That's square even $35,000 US BTC. If you can break that resistance, hold for a week, hold for 2 weeks, hold for 1 month. If it can hold it for longer than a month, I'm pretty certain we're going to see some good movement from CRO as well as a lot of the other altcoins. I think if it's to do that, Ethereum is inevitably going to follow and more than likely push up past 2,000, maybe even 2,500. That's all right, man. I welcome the compliments, buddy. It's all good. I appreciate the response. Now, this is why I like running the streams, guys. A lot of you guys are just a lot more clued up and a lot smarter than me when it comes to the deeper ecosystem of Kronos. You know, I just got the willpower to get up and run these streams. But that's what it's about, guys. Honestly, it's really about not me trying to talk about everything I know. I know a bit, but I don't know too much. Like, a lot of you guys are way more involved in crypto and way more involved and way more informed about a lot of these different projects, and especially Chronos, more than me. And it's great to hear when you guys are able to help each other out as well. David Tolgren, appreciate you being in the stream once again, buddy. David Tolgren's a prime example. He left a comment on one of my videos, I think a week or so ago, asking about the risks of staking with the validators on the DeFi wallet, and I couldn't give you anything certain. I don't want to go out and say, oh, there's absolutely no risk, because that would just be a lie. Some other influencers might do it, but the bottom line is there is always a little bit of an element of risk. First one being you can lose your seed phrase. You don't want that to happen. Yeah, and appreciate the response, Jürgen. Jürgen says the validator will be jailed and you can choose another validator, no problem. So again, I can't validate that myself, but I would think that, I would like to think that a validator that you've chosen, because there are a lot of validators, right? But there you go. You see me, Chronos doesn't trust them either. But yeah, you guys have, discuss between yourselves. I mean, obviously there is risk, but again, there's risk. Like, you got to understand, there's risk just holding it on the third party. Like, even in just the crypto.com wallet, there's risk. I mean, I don't know I can't remember the exact level of what the insurance is if you are hacked, or if the crypto.com app is hacked, or if your wallet is hacked on crypto.com. I think you do have a certain level of cover. I spoke about this a while, probably close to a year ago. I don't know if that's the same or if it's changed, but yeah. But this is stuff you should know, and I always kind of say, try not to hold too much on any one exchange. Don't hold too much on any one app. Don't invest like everything you own in terms of assets. I'm talking about broader assets, everything, into one coin. Yeah. Just speaking generally as well, I think, David was asking more specifically about the validators. I've got mine staked on there as well, and I've been using it for ages and never had any issues. Sometimes I experience like a bit of clunkiness with the DeFi wallet. You can always get through, usually eventually, and a lot of the time it can be also due to just poor internet connection as well, so it can be hard to decipher. But occasionally I will have had good internet, and the DeFi wallet, like some of the decentralized exchanges just don't load properly through the actual DeFi wallet, the app on your phone. VVS is a good example. I find a lot easier to use VVS on my laptop, for example, instead of my phone. It can just be a bit of a pain in the butt. Whereas other decentralized exchanges on the app are a little bit easier to use as well. So yeah, not a hell of a lot going on in terms of price. I think this is a positive. All right, down 54.3% for the year. Pretty good considering we've been in the bear for most part of the year. All right, but it's been pretty steady, this this is very boring. It's very boring price action. Nothing exciting going on. No 10% push. No 10x's here from CRO. We might not see 10x for some time. We really might not. Down 2.4 for the last 30 days, 2.4 as well for the last 2 weeks. But really just not a lot of movement at all. And these statistics as well on CoinGecko are not always 100% accurate, but yeah, we got a 369.06 according to CoinGecko for the last 4 years. All right. So I know it might sound like when I talk about this, might be running out of things to say or whatever, but it's not that. I just think this is such an important point that needs to be just mentioned. People need to be reminded of this. CRO is up significantly over a very short amount of time when you really zoom out and get a bit more broad perspective on what's going on here, right? That is a huge push. That's a huge amount up. Now, To think that 4 years ago they went from, MCO, just one card, with a much smaller following, okay, several bulls and bears, to 4 years later, everything that they've built across that time. My question to you as an enthusiast on CRO, whatever you want to label yourself as, what do you think the next 4 years is going to entail? Let's start with what the bear case is, just briefly, all right? The bear case is that you don't think crypto is going to move in the right direction for the next 4 years. You think that the BlackRock ETF is going to get knocked back along, and that will cause a knock-on effect where the other ETF applications are also going to get knocked back, which will then be the start of an even longer bear market, an even deeper global recession, where the entirety of markets will, continue to suffer. We were kind of teased with a bit of positive price action for a bit, but no, actually we're heading into much more bearish times for the next few years. I don't think it's going to happen. Not so much because of BlackRock ETF. I don't know. I have no idea whether that's going to get approved or denied. The system is just so corrupt and manipulated. It's impossible to know exactly what's going on. But you follow the money at the end of the day. You can work it out. People are just trying to work out their own plays, their own decisions. How can they maneuver themselves within this? Jesus freaking Christ. It's alright, it's just a beetle on my mic. Little fella's come to say hello. What's going on, mate? That's alright, I'm not offended. I thought it might have been a spider or something, but I can cope with a beetle. That scared the living shit out of me. Yeah, I don't mind you being here, mate, but maybe you can just go do your own thing over there. That scared the living F out of me. Oh my God, yeah, that's the thing, guys. I've got this bloody roller door just virtually, it's just like I'm just open to the elements here. It's great. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, it's less about BlackRock ETFs and all of that. It's corrupt, it's manipulated, the whole thing. Who knows what's going to happen? Okay, we can't control any of that. All right. But what we do know is we've got Bitcoin hardening coming next year, and then historically, more or less a year that follows on from that, we hit a parabolic bull market in terms of BTC specifically, which has a knock-on effect for the rest of the market. So, if you're to look back, not emotionally, but statistically, objectively, and draw a reasonable conclusion based on about 11-year price history on BTC, it is bullish. Whether you're bearish or bullish, it's more likely going to be bullish for the market when we hit 2025. It could happen in 2024. I hope it happens in 2023. I hope it happens tomorrow. I'm sick of waiting, but realistically, it might not. If we get a green light approval for a BTC ETF from BlackRock, so they would essentially pave, I guess, the template for the rest of these other institutions to get amongst it, then yeah, that could be extremely bullish as well and send us into the next bull market for sure. Yeah. I'll just jump into the chat, have a bit of a look at what you guys have got going on in the chat. Nate Hawthorne says, why Binance don't like CRO? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's so much that they don't like CRO, but I guess, CRO is kind of a competitor to Binance, isn't it? I personally think that CRO and Binance can both be winners. But yeah, there could be other reasons why they don't list CRO. I mean, of course, CRO lists Binance, but yeah, it doesn't kind of work the other way around, does it? I don't know if it would really, I don't know. I guess I do wonder if Binance did list CRO, if that would have much of a effect on the price. I don't think it would, to be honest. I don't think it would, but I think it would be cool if they did. Maybe they will, but maybe they won't. I don't think it really matters though too much, Nate. You see me, Chronos. Your prediction for CRO is going to be 50 to 60 cents. I'll jump into my chat on screen so you guys can actually see as well. Binance is scared of CRO. Yeah, Binance have come under a lot of scrutiny, haven't they? The last bit of time. Yeah, look, it's very possible, Zarino, that CRO will sneak up on them and eventually overtake them in the future. Very, very possible. They know we are better in the long run. Love the cold vibes, guys. Yeah. I don't know if you commented after I sort of spoke about BlackRock there, David Tolgren, but David Tolgren brings up a good point. What is the possibility when BlackRock in these institutions enter the market that Bitcoin will never go down to these previous levels again? I'd say if I had to bet one way or the other, it's probably more likely that it won't. I doubt we'll visit BTC much lower than $25,000 if we get that green light from BlackRock, like the official green light. Yes, SEC approved the spot ETF of BTC. Even a 1% allocation of like $10 trillion. Come on, like that simply will have an effect on the market. And what's really great as well is, I think this is something that I haven't really heard mentioned a lot, is that BlackRock will be looking to get into a BTC position, and for the most part they're not going to be trading on the short to medium term. This is going to be like a 5, maybe in some cases a 1 to 2 year play, but in a lot of cases it might be a 5 to 10 year play. They're not going to buy in one position and BTC takes a knock 5% down and they're just going to sell holdings for their investors. No. Like BlackRock have done a lot of analysis, and BlackRock understands that BTC is a formidable asset over the last 10, 11 years. It's a formidable asset that comes with a lot of volatility. They understand this. So bringing in that level of liquidity to the markets is great. Okay, it's really, really good. That buying pressure is going to be fantastic for BTC in the broader markets should the BlackRock ETF get approved. Because as a lot of you may already kind of know and realize, is that there are a lot of wealthy individuals that would love to invest in crypto, and BTC more specifically, Ethereum perhaps, but BTC more specifically in this case, but they just simply can't because they've got a set strategy, set rules. They only invest via, ETFs, or they only, their only, financial vessel for investing is a BlackRock or some kind of other institution. They're not going to open up a crypto.com app to start buying thousands, millions of dollars worth of BTC. They're not going to do that. They don't trust it. They need an ETF to do it. All right, we're talking about the whales. The whales need, the broader market whales who are not just cryptocurrency degenerates need this. Okay, they need this ETF. It's extremely, arguably the most important thing for this entire market right now. So important. Right. Alright, so let's just move on a little bit, guys, see what else we got going on. So yeah, CRO price, could go to sleep on that, but I don't need an exciting price. Staking it on that DeFi wallet, set and forget, take some gains, reinvest, whatever, easy. I'm not even looking at it. See you in a year. So a bit of news just a bit of general news from the Crypto.com snapshot. I love that they do these things. They do it for NFTs, DeFi, and broader markets as well, but I like to use it just to get a bit of a sense of what's going on in the broader markets. So just in case you're wondering, guys, I'm not sponsored by Crypto.com. I am an official ambassador, so they did approach me to give me like my own referral code. So if people sign up through the app and stuff, I get slightly better rewards, but I haven't even checked it, to be honest, and I don't really promote it. I've just always invested in CRO, so that's why I talk about it, and you guys seem to like it. So Crypto.com opens a new innovation lab as well. I'm not sure if that's the same as the incubator or if that's a different thing. Yes, as we can see here, at least according to this article, guys, crypto trading volumes climbed in June for the first time since March. The report attributes to the rise of the filing of several spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds, aka ETFs, proposals by large institutions over the past month. And this was actually a pretty good statistic as well. Something that I think is very much worth mentioning. BTC simultaneously has also hit its highest value in over 1 year, increasing over 80% since January and eclipsing June 2022 prices. If you're wondering whether trading signals for the crypto market have turned bullish, we've got you covered, yada yada yada. Okay, thank you. Let me know in the chat if any of you guys are into the BRC tokens at all. I've kind of touched on them lightly, but I don't actually know a hell of a lot about it. Need to kind of get into that a little bit more, maybe, I don't know. So a little bit more information about the Crypto.com Innovation Lab. Crypto.com will establish its first global innovation lab in Singapore. It'll actively experiment with frontier technologies and explore new ventures with strategic partners and hackathons to identify novel applications for blockchain, Web3 and AI. So good that they're making that push into AI as well. AI obviously is an extremely lucrative and unstoppable industry, whether you like it or not. And there are a lot of AI cryptos that are out at the moment, aren't there? I'm not personally invested in any, but if you guys have got any tips on any AI cryptos, then fire away. Yeah, 100% Jürgen. I'm totally keen on Main City, man. I'm totally keen. Still haven't got that backpack. Yeah, so I'm thinking I'll probably try to keep maybe this stream the same, but also run a Main City only stream, maybe on a Saturday or a weeknight or something like that. Yeah, just to have a bit of a play on Main City and try and work out the game, basically. I'll have a look at the playbook shortly, but I'll probably keep this one to just general CRO news, talking a bit about the markets and price and things like that. But yeah, no, absolutely. I'm right there with you, mate. I'm right there with you. Yeah. So what else we got going on here? Oh, this is cool. So Crypto.com just crossed 70,000 followers on Threads. I haven't actually accessed my own Threads account. Apparently you do it through your Instagram. I don't know if any of you guys have got your Threads account set up or not. But you know, this is good because it just shows that, you know, whether Threads is going to be a formidable application going forward, probably will be, you know. Zuckerberg obviously created it, but yeah, it's good to see that Crypto.com have just jumped on boat. They're getting their accounts set up pretty quickly, so yeah, I don't even know. Well, just have a. I haven't actually had a look at this. I've never even had a look at Threads yet. Okay. So this is the crypto.com threads. So is it just like repost? So instead of retweet, they got repost, they got share, comment obviously, and like. I like that they got the QR code. Big congratulations to Alexander Volkanovski. He had a win in the UFC yesterday. Big UFC fan, so yeah, very happy about that. So I guess it's just like their own version of Twitter. That's kind of what I'm hearing. I think it's kind of funny that they named it Threads though, right? Because obviously if you guys use Twitter, you know, people create, it just manually, you know, created their own threads on Twitter, isn't it? Yeah. So I feel like they're just kind of reposting pretty much. Okay, so they just started here. That's what it's about, guys, you know, being active on all social media platforms to just continue to promote exposure. And, you know, threads for a lot of you guys might feel really, really irrelevant, but it's really important that CRO are live on all these platforms, because you got to get those audiences. You got to get the TikTok audience, the Threads audience, the Instagram, the Facebook. You got to get it all. And Crypto.com are very, very good at doing that. They got a good marketing team. They did get out there, get their hands dirty. Oh, you see me, Kronos. He beat Islam. Look, I think that Islam maybe. I love Alexander Volkanovski, and I definitely wanted him to win that fight, get his hand raised. I think that it was just he left that. He kind of started to ground and pound him right towards the end, but he just left it for too long. He was too conservative, Volkanovski, for too long. He needed to start putting on the pressure earlier in the fight, because I do think that Islam Makhachev did actually. He wasn't dominating, but he was up most of the fight, for sure. But then right at the end, he started to take damage in the last, you know, minute or 30 seconds. That needed to happen in the previous round, and then Volkanovski needed to continue that form into the fifth and final round. That would have probably assured him the win. But even that being said, I think Volkanovski still could have got his hand raised. I think the fight could have gone either way. Like, it's one of those ones that was really, really close. But the thing is, the refs, you know, they want to see what damage has been done. You know, and even though he kind of dominated in the last half of that last round, he didn't really do any damage to Makhachev. Makhachev didn't really do much damage either to Volk, but I think he landed a lot more statistically. Yeah, I don't know. But we'll see, man. That's how it is, man. You know, the fight game's corrupt. You know, if these fighters want to assure victory, whatever martial arts it is, kickboxing, Thai kickboxing, MMA, just regular heavyweight boxing, they got to knock their opponent out to assure victory. They really do. But yeah, I love Volkanovski. Really glad he got the win yesterday. It was incredible fight. Incredible card. Alright guys, so moving on to some NFT metrics with the weekly NFT and blockchain gaming update. What's the big news we got? Yuga Labs, the creators of Bored Ape Yacht Club, releases HVMTL Forge game. Okay, so, you know, I'm not really covering the Yuga Labs games and Bored Ape games too much, but I'm following along. I am following along, because at the end of the day, guys, if they're leading the charge when it comes to NFTs, it's going to be good in terms of bringing more eyes in to potentially get involved with games like Main City, Loaded Lines, NFTs, that kind of thing. All right. Credit Suisse partners with the Swiss Football Association to release an NFT collection. Interesting. And Dior announces sneakers with digital twins on Ethereum. Let's have a look at some of the metrics here as well. How are we going for time? Been running for about 50 minutes there. Yeah, nice one, guys. Where's the metrics here? Okay. So we've got a Bored Ape Yacht Club floor, 57,000. Nazuki floor of 12,000. Crypto.com loaded lines floor, let's go, 1,300. Crypto.com expedition gears at 9. We've got these Chronos cruisers. Who's got Chronos cruisers? Atlantis spaceships. Had an uptick in a huge surge in volume for the Atlantis spaceships here on Minted, up $30. Maybe we can have a bit of a look at that as well. Quite keen to see that actually. I know Zarino's got some Atlantis spaceships. I'm pretty sure he does anyway, unless he sold them. Yeah, so these spaceships came off the back of these fellas here. The CRO astronauts. What's the name of this collection? I can't even bloody remember. Yeah, I don't know a lot about these, but I think we're going to need them for the game, right, Zar? I think we're going to need them for the game. Can't remember. I know a lot of people have just been falling off the bandwagon recently with a bit of this. Let's open up one and have a bit of a look. Okay, so a little bit about the collection. Welcome to the captivating realm of Atlantis, the game, verse, and home. Yeah, the Argonauts. I knew it was something about Argonauts. Of the Argonauts. Acquire spaceships to take part in the Atlantis race and earn attractive rewards. Ooh, attractive rewards. Well, if the rewards are attractive, then I have to buy one, right? Now, the question I have, and I'm sure Zarino can answer this, do I need a spaceship to earn? Ah, okay, so you needed to have a planet to get a spaceship. Has the game started, Zar? Maybe I should have a bit of an experiment with this game. Could be a bit of good content as well. So, alright, so let me get this straight. We got spaceships. Okay, let's have a look at the Argonauts on Minted as well. Quick check of the Argonauts on Minted. So as Zarino kindly informed us, the Argonauts are the main NFT with a floor price of 870 CRO. I can't remember what I bought these guys at, but probably wasn't much less than this, so that's actually pretty good to see. But the floor price has been holding pretty well. So for an 870 floor, what's that? For $48. Yes, that's probably around where I bought in. Yeah, interesting. I really like, this is one of my, I've said this every time I've looked at this collection, it's one of my favorite Chronos collections. I think it's a really lovely looking collection, beautiful aesthetic, love the traits, such nice traits, lightsaber, so cool. But what's the deal with this, right? Tell me this isn't like a copycat. Got to be a copycat, right? 20.86 million total volume. What's the total volume on this collection? 6.98. Why did this other collection get so much hype, I wonder? I'm trying to understand this. Like, what's the deal? He's got 348 owners. Yeah, I mean, there's a significant higher number of owners with the Argonauts. Yeah. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, I'll probably hold off buying a ship for the moment, but yeah, we'll see what the future holds. Yeah, cheers for letting us know about the game there and the rewards, mate. I might have a look at it at some point. Oh, you had 15 cruises. Damn. Yeah, okay. Is Eurosako on minted? You see me, Kronos? Eurosako. Let's see if it's on minted. I think it's here. Is it here? Yeah. Bit of an anime collection, hey? What marketplace is this on? Is it on just the CRO marketplace? Hey, these look pretty good, eh? I like the artwork on it. Yeah, let's be honest, it's probably likely it'll fail. You never know. But where's the collection? Is it here? Eurosako OG or just Eurosako? This one, right? $46 floor. So what did you buy in at? A nice collection aesthetically, for sure. I'm feeling it. Feeling it. Not too bad on the ownership. Decent volume traded at 2.6k. The masks are doing good, yeah. This one's nice. I like this one. Yeah, cool. That's insane. So the masks trade, hey? Alright. I'm assuming that's going to be Which mask, mate? There's like a billion masks. Which mask? Or just any mask? Which mask are we looking at here? You gotta tell me which mask, man. I've gotta know which mask you want me to look at. I'm feeling the aesthetic on this collection. It kind of reminds me of like, you know, the chicks out of Mortal Kombat. I'm feeling it. Tell me which masks to look at, mate. I want to know. Oh, the other collection. So what's this then? Why is there two then? So this is not the OG. God damn it. No, not the OG. Is this a scam collection then or what? Let's see. This one, yeah? Oh, I see. I'm with you. So there's like actual masks. I thought you were talking about traits. I understand now. It all makes sense now. Understood. So these minted for $1 and now they're $57. Get it. The OG masks is a sold out collection. The mint price is $1 and limited to 1 per wallet. So I like that. I like that they were limited to 1 per wallet. Very cool. Very cool. They look sick, man. I have to say, like, I very, very, very rarely like a CRO NFT project outside of, like, the only CRO NFT projects that I kind of like outside of, you know, the Loaded Lines ecosystem is Argonauts, Minor Moles, yeah, maybe there's one or two more, but, you know, in terms of what I'm invested in, I've just got Argonauts and Loaded Lions, Cybercub, Land, Backpack, you know. But this is cool. I like it. It's kind of different. So what's the deal here? You buy one and then what? What's the story here? Oh, okay, they had the links. They had the link straight to the collection here. Man, that's crazy. $1 min. $1 min. And it's done like a 60x. That's pretty crazy. Right, so what's going on for the rest of this project then? I want to know. So you earn passive income if you hold a mask, yeah? The artwork's good, man. Look at this. Look at this. Really nice. So what are you saying about this project? You have to hold 30 Euro Sacco and 30 masks. Oh, I see. Yeah, no, I get it, man. I get it. Huge risk, you know. Almost all of these Chronos NFTs will fail. I just, you know, I think the concept sounds a little like it could fail. if I'm being honest. I agree with you, and you're absolutely right when you talk about the volume. The volume is really important, I think. Yeah. Even though it is a month old, don't know. I guess we'll kind of have to wait and see a little bit, but yeah. It's a shame though, because they look really nice. They look really nice. I really like it. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, that blueprint for the game, it just sounds too similar to what all the other games are just doing. Doesn't sound like it's going to stand out enough or at all. The thing is, they don't need to go with a game, you know. The thing is that they go for a game, right? Chances are they're going to get it wrong. And then that's going to reflect badly on the NFT price. I mean, take CryptoPunks for example. You know, they're just an NFT, PFP. They hold value, right? So, now obviously I'm not comparing it. You know, CryptoPunks had a first movers advantage in 2017, but, you know, so it's not the best comparison. But the thing is, if you say you're going to create a game and then you just don't create a good game, it's going to affect the NFT price. If you just say this is just a PFP and that's it, or just a really simple roadmap, then, you know, you might have a greater chance of success over the long term. Yeah, that's an interesting point. 80% of revenue to holders. There's only whales holding because they think the game will be some massive game. Very unlikely. Very unlikely. You know, the biggest games I'm looking at, there's a few on the GALA games ecosystem. There's Illuvium, Star Atlas, you know, maybe a couple other ones, but outside of that, yeah, there's not really a whole lot that's going to kind of happen, I don't think. Yeah. Yeah, alright guys, so I think we'll probably just have a little bit of a look at the playbook. I'm going to probably make a bit of a dedicated video about this, maybe tomorrow, to talk a little bit about this in a bit more review. But essentially guys, yeah, this is the main City Playbook. Okay, so this was announced, I believe, on the 7th of July, which was 3 days ago, so pretty cool. So what do we got? Let's start from the top and have a look. We've got the origin story. I don't really want to monologue from the top. But essentially guys, the origin story is, you know, we got the 10k loaded lions, and then we've got the cyber cubs that have come, I think, from the future, kind of like a Terminator scenario once, right? Yeah, so essentially the loaded lions are chilling in the mansion, then the crazy portal, you know, opens up or whatever, and the cyber cubs come through and they talk to them about the endless opportunities in the land of Kronos. And then they just went off on some glorious adventure together. Then what happens next? After arriving, the loaded lions and cyber cubs knew right away that Kronos had immense potential. They wasted no time at all in reconstructing their mansion, determined they would soon get to build the city of their dreams. So this is something I like, you know, they're not trying to do too much, at least for now, with the origin story. Yeah, I do agree with you. You see me, Kronos. You know, but as you say, like, you never know. You know, they could do well, but yeah, doesn't sound great from what I'm seeing at the moment. But it's a real shame because the artwork's dope. It really is. Alright, so what happens next? With Main City up and running and prospering, the Lions and Cubs invited the citizens of Kronos in because wealth begets wealth, right? In this land of big dreams and even bigger opportunities, every Kronos citizen can be a tycoon and build a thriving metropolis. The ground glows at night, the economy is always booming, and the city never sleeps. So, pretty simple origin story, right? I think we all get that. This is a screenshot that I think probably a lot of you have already seen of the actual game itself. So this is a land plot here. Looks cool, right? Looks good enough to me. You essentially build different things on your land. You get passive income. Looks like a pretty simple concept. I think you got your loaded lines tickets here. I'm not exactly sure what they are. You got your diamonds and you've got your gold. And that's your character there, your level. Now, I've said this before, and this is what I really like, is that I think they're not trying to bite off more than they can chew, creating some extravagant game that they can't make. You know, they're keeping the gameplay and the visuals very simple, easy to achieve. All right, this kind of graphic is something that we've seen in the 90s, maybe even the 80s. So it's very simple. It's an old school retro aesthetic, which is timeless, really. And I think that's fantastic. You know, I'm not expecting glorified graphics or anything like that. I'm hoping for some fun gameplay, some addictive qualities, and to make a bit of bloody cash on the side, and for my NFTs to at least hold their value. That's it. That's what I'm asking for. And from what I'm seeing, at least before playing the game at the moment, I think they're on the right track based on what I've seen. They're not biting off more than they can chew. Keeping it simple, like it. Really do. The main city is designed to keep you engaged and constantly progressing. It all begins with a plot of land which passively generates diamonds and allows you to build businesses. Businesses continually generate gold. And as you accumulate gold, you can upgrade your businesses, increasing the amount of gold they produce. Sounds pretty simple, right? With the gold accumulated, you'll be able to purchase and install furniture in your mansion to level up. This then helps you unlock new blueprints. These blueprints grant you access to even more businesses, allowing you to expand your empire and upgrade your businesses even quicker. Remember that the strategic management of your diamond supply will be crucial to optimize your gameplay progression in the long run. Immerse yourself in Loaded Lion's Main City's dynamic economy, where each step brings you closer to becoming a Web3 video game tycoon. I like it. Invest time in the game, get passive income. Doesn't sound like you need to be on like all the time to actually play. Really, really good. And that's something that I think, I don't want to say that play to earn projects are getting this wrong necessarily, because you know, you should have to put a bit of time into a game, I think, if you want to get some earning potential from it. But the reality is, I think that a lot of the Crypto.com NFT investors probably have 9 to 5s. You know, they're probably not just sitting on their ass like me all day long with time to play a game like this all day, you know. But I am very much hoping I can jump on a stream and play this for 5 hours straight. I'm hoping it's that kind of game where you know, there's always something to do. There's always something to level up, and I'm just not going to get bored. I don't know. Maybe that's not going to be the case, but I sure hope it is. I really do hope it is. And I do, aesthetically, this is one of my favorite land plots as well. And I do have one of these. So this is talking a little bit about the point which I just brought up. And I love this, because again, Crypto.com is so aware of their consumers, you know. I mean, there just isn't a lot of play to earn gamers specifically. And out of a lot of them, statistically, which you might think are play to earn gamers, actually no. They're just whales who are not really interested in playing the game or anything. They simply just want to earn a few bucks, pump and dump the project, and that's it. With these guys, when life gets busy, don't worry, there are many ways to enjoy the game. Your city will continue to earn diamonds and gold even while you're away. This lets you stay on top of things, even when you're busy with work, college, or other in real life commitments. Nice. It's really good. I like that a lot. Love that factor. Really good. Okay, now in terms of the gameplay, this is the UI. Yeah, vouchers. You got diamonds, gold vouchers. Got a tutorial. Great to see they've got a tutorial set up as well. Love that, love that. Very cool. Nice. So this is how it's going to look on a mythical land plot, I suppose. The gold generation, the diamond generation, the tickets. A specifically designed tutorial is prepared for everyone accessing the game for the first time. Nice. Okay, so to further enhance your experience, you can purchase diamonds using CRO and redeem vouchers for diamonds or CRO. Optimizing your resource management puts you on the fast track to success in the captivating world of Loaded Lions. So, a bit of a pay to win element there. Generally speaking, I'm not a huge fan of pay to win, but so long as it's not too PvP based, you know. For example, the game Fortnite at the moment, you can't go in and just buy like the best gun and just level up and buy the best statistics and just kill everybody. Can't do that in Fortnite. Okay, can't do that in games like Dota or PUBG, if you guys are familiar with those games. But they're PvP games, right? Aggressive PvP. Hoping. I don't think Loaded Lions is like this. It feels like you've at least got an opportunity to have quite a solo experience playing this game, which is really good. Got your wallet here. Control center. Your dedicated control center for viewing and building all the businesses you own. This menu contains a detailed view of all your businesses, helping you make informed decisions as you strategize, invest, and expand your city. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so lots of different things you can build. Cool Cats Lounge, Flavortown Diner, Barbary Gym. Cool. So it looks like they've gone into a lot of depth here, right? Land selection, inventory, overall city view, your avatar. Your avatar is located at the top left corner. Cool. And this is the benefits of holding a Loaded Lion or a Cyber Cub, guys. They grant you valuable in-game bonuses, boosts and things like that. In-game currencies, you're talking about the gold, the diamonds, the vouchers. Pretty cool. Blueprints and things like that. Very cool, very cool. Play styles. They've got a competitive mode as well. I love that they've got different play styles here too. I'm probably just going to be going for the Tycoon, in all honesty. I'm going to do everything I can to become the Tycoon, guys. That's it. So much to talk about when it comes to Main City, I think. It's just so much to talk about. It really, really is. Yeah, really cool, really cool. It's 7:20. I'm probably going to have to wrap up this stream. relatively soon, guys. I've been running for an hour 20, yeah. Got to go help my wife out with the baby and get things sort of started for the day. But yeah, as I mentioned, guys, I'm gonna create a bit of a video with timestamps about the main City Playbook, talking about, you know, what I like. Most of it I like so far, you know, and again, it all comes back to simplicity. I like the simplicity that I'm seeing with this. It looks good. I like how simple it looks. From a technical point of view, it looks like they're gonna be, you know, able to pull it off. Yeah, that's always an alarm in the Discord if there's not a hell of a lot going on in the community. Yeah. Yeah, take care, Zarina. I'm going to head off as well, mate. Appreciate your input, you see me, Kronos. No, I agree with you, man. I'm definitely not going to be spending too much more than what I've already spent in terms of my NFTs invested. I'm just going to probably kind of work with what I've already got. So yeah, guys, look, if you enjoyed the stream today, then smash the like button if you want to see Crow to the moon. If you want to see Crow go to the moon, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, turn that notification bell on. We'll see you next Sunday at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time for another Crow Show. It's going to be episode 14, coming up with a 14th episode of the Crow Show. So really enjoying this one, really appreciate everyone being on the stream today. And we'll hope to catch you next week, guys. Thank you for everyone for commenting. Big shout out to you, see me, Kronos, getting in there, so active. Cheers, Zarino, and everyone else in the chat. Take care, we'll see you next time. This is going to be up on my channel, guys, if you want to go back and watch from the very start. Talked a lot about the overall broader markets, Crow, a few altcoins, things like that. So yeah, take care, guys. Have a great day. We'll catch you.